Imagine waking up tomorrow, looking out your window, and instead of seeing land, you see fish swimming past. Your house, your entire city, is deep beneath the ocean. This isn't science fiction. It's a future humans are actually trying to build within the next 50 years. Today, we're diving into whether underwater cities are truly possible and what it would actually take to build one.
The reason behind this idea is simple. We're running out of land. The world's population, already over 8 billion, is expected to hit 10 billion by 2050. Every year, cities keep expanding, forests keep disappearing to make room for buildings. At the same time, climate change is melting the polar ice caps. Scientists estimate that if this continues, sea levels could rise by 1 to 2 meters by the end of this century. That puts cities like Miami, Jakarta, Mumbai, and Karachi at serious risk. So the question becomes, if land is running out and the ocean is rising anyway, why not turn that water into our next home instead of our enemy?
This concept isn't as new as it sounds. Back in the 1960s, famous oceanographer Jacques Cousteau built conch shelf, underwater habitats where people lived for weeks at a time while doing ocean research. Japan's Shimizu Corporation has designed a concept called Ocean Spiral, a spiral-shaped city that extends 4 kilometers below the surface and could house up to 5,000 people. Estimated cost around $26 billion. Dubai has also worked on underwater hotel and residential concepts like the floating seahorse and the water discus hotel.
So how would this actually work? Building an underwater city comes down to 3 massive challenges: pressure, oxygen, and light. The first challenge is water pressure. The deeper you go, the pressure doubles again and again. At 100 meters down, the pressure is roughly 10 times what we feel on land. That means structures need to be built from extremely strong materials, like reinforced acrylic and specialized concrete designed to withstand that force. The second challenge is oxygen supply. Either the city needs to be connected to the surface through tubes that pump air down, or it relies on algae-based systems that generate oxygen underwater, similar to how submarines work. The third challenge is sunlight. At depth, sunlight simply doesn't reach, so cities would rely on LED and bioluminescent lighting, along with hydroponic labs where artificial light is used to grow food.
So what would your daily life actually look like down there? Your home's walls would be made of transparent acrylic glass, letting you watch fish and coral reefs pass by. For transportation, you'd use small submarines or electric underwater pods. Schools, hospitals, and markets would sit inside separate domes, all connected by tunnels. Fresh water would come from desalinating seawater, removing the salt to make it drinkable. Interestingly, underwater cities would actually be safer from earthquakes and hurricanes, since water movement at depth is far more stable than conditions on land.
You might be surprised to learn this is already happening on a small scale. In Florida, Jules Undersea Lodge is an actual underwater hotel where you can spend the night. In the Maldives, underwater restaurants and villas are becoming increasingly common for tourists. Countries like China and Norway have also built underwater research stations and restaurants. These are all small proof-of-concept projects showing that the technology already exists. It just needs to be scaled up.
Building even a small underwater habitat costs millions of dollars. A full city could cost 10 to 20 times more than an equivalent city on land. Impact on marine life. Large-scale construction could seriously damage coral reefs and ocean ecosystems unless it's handled with extreme care. Safety risks. If a dome develops a leak or structural damage, escaping is far harder than it would be on land. Emergency response becomes incredibly complex. Mental health. No sunlight, no open sky. This could take a toll on people's mental health, similar to what's been observed in submarine crews on long deployments.
Experts believe we'll see small underwater communities within the next 30 to 50 years, but full-scale cities are still a long way off. It'll likely start with research stations and luxury resorts expanding, then slowly move toward residential projects. Japan's Ocean Spiral project is targeting the 2030s for construction, if funding comes through, so it's not unreasonable to say we might see some form of underwater living within our lifetime.
So that's the full picture of underwater cities, an idea that once sounded like pure science fiction, but is slowly inching closer to reality. Would you actually want to live in an underwater city? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one where we'll be covering what if a black hole appeared near Earth. See you then.